Me, Mixy Minute. Well, there's been some of course there's been foolishness around.
It's been a lot, I'm
Mm.
sure.
Coming on into this 21. There has been a lot of just messy breakups happening. This Von Miller
Hey, before you get
story.
into your look, before you get into yours, because I feel like you probably finna drop a bomb. I just seen this today, and I don't even want to keep dwelling on the Tory Lanez Megan the Stallion thing. But did y'all see the
Yes.
baby and Tory Lanez got a song together dropping too now?
Really?
Yeah. I saw
Yeah,
it. She said it was
Tory
over.
Lanez posted the cover for it.
Oh, I
So,
ain't seen
yo,
that.
man, the pettiness just continues.
Into the new year. Jesus.
Yeah, it just continues. But go ahead, go ahead. I don't want to steal
Yeah.
your show.
This is why Tory is trash. But anywho, so this Von Miller shenanigans dropped today. It's a mess. I know the Twitter conspiracy theorists feel like it's fake because
Man,
I
y'all
guess
could
the
fill
original,
me in on this because I didn't get it from the conversation.
well, essentially okay, Von was dating Megan, this girl named Megan or whatever her name is. She was a stripper, whatever. They've been
Yeah,
dating
used to
for
strip at Floyd's spot out in Vegas.
yeah, they've been dating like publicly for a minute, at least a
Mm-hmm.
couple years. Well, apparently she's pregnant and he's not happy about it. And he sent her all these text messages about how upset he is about her being pregnant, and he's wishing miscarriages on her, and he's wishing the baby dies, and just all kind of stuff, just going crazy. So she screenshots all the text messages and she puts it on her Instagram story. His response was that it's fake news, and when you break up with somebody, it's crazy the lengths they'll go to or whatever. But like she posted the stuff,
Yeah.
and the original post had she didn't blur out like his, I guess, his email or whatever, I don't know. So it it had Von Miller 40 at outlook.com. So Twitter is saying that it's a fake because like who uses fucking Outlook anymore? So I don't know. I mean, whatever. Like, I'm over it. But I will say, like, Tyrese is getting a divorce from his wife, and he dropped that like,
That's over Christmas break, right?
yeah, like right around Christmas. But it was
Yeah.
weird to me because he put this statement out or whatever on Instagram, and then like a couple hours later, this nigga had a whole video. He wrote her a song and had a fully like produced video, and it was like a compilation of like all their family videos and shit, and the song was
So is
playing.
this like him like trying to get her back?
I don't know what he called himself doing. No, the song was like "You Deserve Better" or some shit, like basically like I'm sorry that this happened to us type song. But he had a video to it, and it wasn't like he made it on his phone. Like this is an actual video. He's sitting on the couch, the camera's behind him. He's watching the TV in his house or they home videos, and then it like cuts to like a whole bunch of videos that they had took at home. Like this
Oh,
is so
Jody.
awkward.
Oh, extra ass Jody.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then this whole Kanye and Kim supposed to be getting a divorce. I just seen that a few minutes ago. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
I seen that
what the
too.
fuck is going on here? So I just, I pray for people's relationships,
But
but
can we go back to the Megan and Von Miller situation? Like I follow her, but uh I've been they've been dating for a while.
they have.
All right. And if it could be a conspiracy, the whole Outlook thing, whatever. I mean, I use Outlook for work.
Mhm.
But if it isn't though, come on, man. The space you're in as an athlete, and you know how much money that you bringing in. I believe he already had kids because she was around the kids, around the family. I mean, he was dating her and how he had her around. I mean, you would think the next step is marriage.
Mhm.
And it went so far as she has his name tattooed on her chest. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dog, if you didn't want to go no further with her, once she got that tattoo there, man, I'd have been like, time out. Right. This ain't it. This ain't what I want. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of crazy to see all that, and a part of me wants to be like, I hope it is a conspiracy, because he's like, I pray for a miscarriage. I'm like, that's some real sick shit to say. Yeah. Like, I pray for a miscarriage.
That's wild. And she's definitely pregnant. She posted her ultrasound pictures, and her name is at the top, so it's not like a picture she pulled off of Google. But I'm just like, first of all, you already have kids. Second of all, you're grown as shit. Third of all, if she is pregnant by you, like, what difference does that make at this point in your life? It ain't like you can't afford a child. Like, you would think, you making all this fuss, like, you know, I can't afford another child or whatever the case is. Like, if you don't want to be with her, that's one thing. But to really, like, these text messages, like, he was livid that she is pregnant and she's keeping it. Like, he telling her to go get an abortion, like, all kind of shit. So what is it, because you got a baby by this particular person, or you just don't want any more kids by anybody? Like, what is the real problem here? I don't know.
People just not being transparent, and people just not being realistic. You know what I'm saying? When you start bringing people into your lives on a more personal space than what you should, if you're expecting it to be something, you know. And like I said, you know, if it's true, you know, this thing bit him in the ass. You know, I got to put it on you, homie, because we all know, you know, if it's some that, you know, you're going to deal with at a surface level, then it's one that, you know, you're going to, you know, really take it there. He's old enough. I mean, we're grown. He should know better. If it's true. If it's true.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. So I watched this episode on I Am Athlete, and they were basically talking about, like, these football players, like, but they were really, like, talking about the young ones that come into the league, and, you know, they out here going crazy, and they're asking, like, the older ones, like, how do you know when she's the one, and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, everybody had a different opinion about it. There was not just like one consistent answer to that. So I guess it just depends on the person, but I think it has a lot to do with you knowing what you want. And a lot of people don't know what they want. So you can't identify someone who has what you want to spend the rest of your life with. You can't identify that if you don't know what you want. You don't know what you're looking for. So obviously you don't know if she's the one. So, I mean, it starts with you. It starts inside of you and knowing who you are and what you want. And a lot of people don't know that, especially at such a young age, when you have all of these new things in your life. You got new money, you got new positions, new responsibilities, all this kind of stuff. Like, you don't know what you want because you are always so distracted by all of these new shiny things in front of you.
Right.
So, don't give me the line. That's not the life. You said what?
You said you with the relationship advice. We're gonna start a relationship.
Only that remember that NBC segment, The More You Know, with the shit coming across the screen. That's what Destiny just hit us with. The more you know.
Listen, I'm old. I've been through a lot. Okay, I got stories for days. But anywho, next.